Welcome to the Thrill Quests channel, where mysteries come alive. I'm Annabelle, your guide through a labyrinth of suspense and intrigue. Get ready to elevate your senses, grip the edge of your seat, and prepare to embark on a journey into the unknown. Every story is a new thrill, every quest a new adventure. So, are you ready to unlock the mysteries that lie ahead? Let the quest for thrills begin. The Enigma of Aurora Lake. The crisp, icy air of Alaska in February is a place of breathtaking beauty and daunting wilderness. For a group of high school students from Anchorage, a class trip to the remote, frozen expanse of Aurora Lake was a chance to experience the raw, untouched wilderness of their state. But this trip would lead them into a mystery more chilling than the sub-no temperatures. The trip to Aurora Lake was supposed to be an opportunity to study the region's unique geology and ecology, while camping under the Alaskan stars. The journey through the rugged terrain was long and challenging, but the students' excitement kept their spirits high. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the group arrived at the frozen lake. They set up their tents, their breath visible in the frigid air. The sky was clear and the stars began to twinkle, casting a serene glow over the pristine landscape. "This place is amazing," Jake said, his voice filled with awe as he hammered the last tent peg into the frozen ground. "I've never seen anything like it. It's like a winter wonderland," Emily replied, her eyes wide with wonder as she secured the tent flaps. As they finished setting up camp, Brian noticed something strange in the sky. "Hey guys, check this out." The friends turned to see a shimmering curtain of light on the horizon. The Aurora borealis, with its vibrant colors, danced across the sky. But there was something unusual about it. It was visible much farther east than it should have been. "That's weird," Mike said, his analytical mind racing. "The aurora shouldn't be this visible here. Something's not right." The friends watched in awe and confusion as the lights grew brighter and more intense, casting an eerie glow over the frozen lake. Suddenly, the ground beneath them began to tremble, and a low rumble echoed through the air. "What's happening?" Claire asked, her voice filled with fear. Before they could react, a massive crack appeared in the ice, and the ground gave way beneath them. The friends fell into a hidden cavern beneath the lake, their screams echoing through the darkness. They landed on a cold, rocky floor, their flashlights illuminating the vast, otherworldly space. The cavern was filled with strange, glowing crystals that pulsed with an eerie light. "Is everyone okay?" Jake asked, his voice steady despite the fear in his eyes. "I'm fine," Emily replied, her voice trembling. "But what is this place?" As they explored the cavern, they found ancient carvings on the walls depicting scenes of mythical creatures and strange rituals. The carvings seemed to tell a story, but the meaning was unclear. "This is incredible," Claire said, her eyes wide with wonder as she examined the intricate carvings. "These must be hundreds of years old." Mike's logical mind struggled to make sense of the supernatural events. "We need to figure out what this means. Maybe it's connected to the aurora." The friends continued to explore the cavern, their hearts pounding with anticipation. They stumbled upon a hidden chamber, where they found a large, ornate stone altar. On the altar lay a small, intricately carved box. "What's in the box?" Brian asked, his curiosity piqued. Jake carefully opened the box, revealing a collection of old, weathered documents. The documents were written in a language none of them recognized, but there were diagrams and symbols that seemed to match the carvings on the walls. "We need to get these back to camp and figure out what they mean," Emily said, her voice filled with determination. As they made their way back to the surface, they heard a distant howl, a sound that sent chills down their spines. The legend of the local creatures, the Tuurngait, came to mind, mythical beings said to guard the ancient secrets of the land. "We need to hurry," Jake said, his voice urgent. "I think we're being watched." The friends reached the surface and hurried back to their tents, their minds racing with questions. They pored over the documents, trying to decipher their meaning. As they worked, the aurora borealis continued to dance in the sky, casting an eerie glow over their campsite. "This is amazing," Claire said, her voice filled with awe. "These documents seem to describe some kind of ancient ritual." Mike's analytical mind worked through the details. "Maybe the aurora is connected to the ritual. It could be a sign. Suddenly, the ground began to tremble again, and the strange howling grew louder. The friends turned to see a group of shadowy figures emerging from the darkness, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. The figures advanced toward them, their movements slow and deliberate. The friends backed away, their hearts pounding with fear. "Stay back!" Jake shouted, his voice filled with determination. The figures ignored his warning, their eyes fixed on the carved box in Jake's hand. Realizing that the box held the key to their escape, Jake made a split-second decision. "Take the box and leave us alone," he shouted, holding the box out in front of him. The figures paused, their eyes narrowing. One of them stepped forward and reached for the box, but before they could take it, the ground beneath them erupted in a blinding flash of light. The friends shielded their eyes as the light grew brighter and more intense. When it finally faded, they found themselves back at their campsite, the shadowy figures gone, and the aurora borealis slowly fading from the sky. "What just happened?" Brian asked, his voice filled with awe. Jake looked at the box in his hand, now empty. "I think we just witnessed something incredible. The ritual, it was real." As the friends processed the events, they realized that the ancient ritual had been performed to protect the land from the Tuurngait. By returning the box to the cavern, they had inadvertently completed the ritual and banished the creatures. The next morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, the friends packed up their campsite and prepared to leave. They knew that their experience had changed them forever, but they also knew that they had uncovered a piece of history that few would ever believe. "Here's to us," Jake said, raising an imaginary glass, "and to finding the truth, no matter how mysterious it may be." The friends toasted to their shared experiences and the lessons they had learned. They knew that life was full of unexpected twists and turns, but with each other by their side, they could face whatever came their way. As they made their way back to civilization, they felt a sense of peace. The legend of the Tuurngait had been laid to rest, and they could finally look forward to a brighter future. Thanks for joining us on another thrilling quest. We hope you enjoyed unraveling today's mystery. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Thrill Quests to keep the adventure alive. And remember, there's always another mystery waiting to be solved, so be sure to tune in for tomorrow's episode. Until then, stay curious and keep questing.